Hi, I'm Gabrielle Lyon, the Executive Director of Illinois Humanities, and we are so excited to welcome you to this program celebrating the launch of Envisioning Justice Reaction. Our mission at Illinois Humanities is to strengthen the social, political, economic fabric of our state through constructive conversation and community engagement, and Reaction does exactly that. To tell you more about all of this, I'm going to hand things off to our Envisioning Justice team. But first, I have the privilege of thanking and sharing profound gratitude from all of us involved to the Art for Justice Fund, a sponsored project of Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors, to the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation Safety and Justice Challenge, and the Polk Brothers Foundation for their generous support. We never could have brought this project to life without them. And now, take it away, colleagues.
Yeah. So a question was posed. Could you see a world without prisons? Better yet, how would you see your hometown? Can you see your hometown? In the light of what it would be without prisons? How would that look? I would be rolling through a city rolled up like banging my favorite music, baby, with the trunk right. Ain't no police harassing me and pulling up, talking about Tony, why you playing stuff? They be like, go ahead, bruh, you been doing your thing. I've been seeing you in the community campaign, and everybody wanna see us elevate. So when we be giving life, everybody wanna celebrate. I just wanna see you make it, homie. And my kind of car make it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the public launch of Envisioning Justice Reaction, a digital exhibition and activation kit using the arts and humanities to imagine a future without mass incarceration. My name is Jane Beachy, and I'm the Artistic Director at Illinois Humanities.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tyrese Williams, and I'm the Program Manager for Envisioning Justice at Illinois Humanities.
I'm Meredith Naka, and I'm the Envisioning Justice Fellow.
And my name is Alyssa Bierce. I'm the Project Manager for Reaction and the Envisioning Justice Digital Content Manager.
We are so excited to share this unique site with you and give you a glimpse into the 14 new multi-genre installations that make up the Reaction exhibition, as well as the prompts written by their creators to get you activated and involved in building towards a society that is restorative and just for all.
But first, we'd like to share a little bit more about who we are and what we do. Illinois Humanities, the Illinois affiliate of the National Endowment for the Humanities, is a statewide nonprofit organization that activates the humanities through free public programs, grants, and educational opportunities that foster reflection, spark conversation, build community, and strengthen civic engagement.
We provide free, high-quality humanities experiences throughout Illinois, particularly for communities of color, individuals living on low incomes, counties and towns in rural areas, small arts and cultural organizations, and communities highly impacted by mass incarceration.
Our Envisioning Justice program works with Illinois communities and people impacted by mass incarceration to leverage the arts and humanities to illuminate community-based strategies that can address our racist and unjust criminal legal system.
And although today's program is taking place virtually, we at Illinois Humanities respectfully acknowledge that the land on which our main office is located is made up of the territories and lands of the people of the Potawatomi, Ojibwe, and Odawa nations, as well as many other tribes who have called this land home, including Miami, Ho-Chunk, and Menominee nations. These nations were forcefully removed from their traditional territories. However, these lands continue to carry their stories, resilience, and tenacity. Despite the federal and local government enforcement of genocide of American Indians, Chicago is home to the 6th largest urban Indian population, representing more than 100 tribal nations.
We also recognize that land acknowledgement statements are most meaningful when coupled with a commitment to programs and actions that support Indigenous rights and cultural equity. We acknowledge that Illinois Humanities is just starting this journey and that we have more work to do. but we are committed to supporting and building sustained relationships with Indigenous organizations throughout Illinois and encourage you to support these organizations and efforts as well. In the Chicagoland area, these organizations include the American Indian Center, Trickster Cultural Center, American Indian Health Services, and Center for Native Features.
You can learn more about Illinois Humanities by following us at ilhumanities.org and on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at ilhumanities, #Envisioning Justice.
And now let's introduce you to Envisioning Justice Reaction.
envisioningjustice.org. That's where you'll find Envisioning Justice Reaction, a first of its kind digital exhibition and activation kit designed to catalyze conversations about the negative impact of Illinois' criminal legal system and inspire ideas for a future without mass incarceration. The idea for this site came to us in the wake of our successful 2019 Envisioning Justice exhibition at SAIC Galleries, which was curated by Alexandria Regbu, Danny Orendorf, and Jamison Page, and saw nearly 12,000 visits over 10 weeks. Among the things we heard again and again from folks who attended were that they were inspired by the vast landscape of activity taking place to advance justice, that they walked away more deeply and more keenly aware of the many ways the carceral state impacts local communities, and that they wondered, what can I do about it? At Illinois Humanities, we believe that the arts and humanities, with their capacity to connect thought to feeling, to challenge and refresh our assumptions, to reimagine possibilities, and to bring people together, are uniquely poised to propel discussion, reflection, and action around the deep injustices of mass incarceration. With this in mind, we sought to create a site that would invite people to experience challenging, exciting, nuanced work, and then immediately offer an arts and humanities-based prompt in response to the question, what can I do about it? In 2021, Illinois Humanities commissioned 14 multidisciplinary projects by artists and humanists from across the state whose work grapples with issues related to incarceration and its impacts. Those projects, which make up the Reaction exhibition, encompass a wide range of media, from poetry to puppetry, music to meditation, fiction to film, and long-form journalism to lectures. They've been created by artists and humanists from Decatur, Galesburg, and multiple neighborhoods across Chicago, and the stories they tell and perspectives they highlight stretch all across the globe. In addition to creating these dynamic projects, these creators have written prompts that make up an activation kit that will lead you through real-world activities to question your relationship to the carceral state, encourage healing, and share how you envision justice. We hope after today you will be inspired to complete a prompt and share your response on the Reaction website to add your vision to a growing archive of responses, ideas, and strategies toward a more just society. The future is a community project, and the humanities help to bring it into focus. By engaging with new ideas and ways of being, we can expand our collective understanding and create a new future that is just and restorative for all.
And now we'd like to introduce you to the artists and humanists whose work makes up the Reaction exhibition.
Hi, my name is Alexandra Antoine.
My name is Amber Ginsberg.
My name is Aaron Hughes.
Hello, my name is Brandon Wyatt.
Antonio Burton, aka Tony Picasso.
Sarah Ross.
And I'm Ivan Arenas.
Hi, my name is Joshua Jackson.
Hi, my name is Maya Dukmasova.
Michael Fisher.
Naima Thomas.
Patricia.
Ronaldo Hudson.
Mitchell S. Jackson.
Hey, my name is Sonia Henderson.
And I'm Janice Bond.
Tarbets.
David Weathersby.
Hi, my name is William Estrada.
And my name is Jasmine Cardenas.
These creators were selected by a committee of artists, humanists, and activists, and commissioned by Illinois Humanities to make new work that speaks to the injustices of mass incarceration and imagines a world beyond it. There's so much rich content within the Reaction exhibition that you can come back to it many times over and always find something new. To give you a glimpse of just a few of the works in this dynamic exhibition, please enjoy these excerpts.
Bandolay, beautiful chain.
There was life to be had in a world within designed and built to choke its existence. Hearts caught on barbed fence, eyes burned guard and tower, everyone judged and sentenced a kiss from a distance. A hug without arms. Don't leave your promise, appeal to many gods, deferred or denied. Which dream is ours? Phones that don't dial, pens that won't write. The silence is loud. Room with bare walls, conversations where no one talks. It's hard to be proud. Those people are stupid. Who say they not human? And we who love them are foolish. Wait till you come home, can't wait till you come home. Prisons are useless. It's a locked love, but it's a love locked down. It's a down love, but it's a love locked up.
They put the phone on the desk, and it was this person that I knew the voice, but I couldn't really understand it. It was Jennifer Sobel. She said, "Ronaldo, the governor has commuted your sentence." And I'm telling you, my world changed instantly, because I was like, are you seriously telling me I no longer have to carry the burden and the shame of saying I don't belong to humanity?
Yeah.
Because when you're in prison, it's the sewage. It's the worst place you can put any human being.
Yeah.
And you're never valued.
Yeah.
So now I'm free to preach and to teach and to share stages with you, Helen.
You and Jamal get all passionate and stuff whenever anything about social justice happens.
Yeah, they dragged them to the precinct and everything before the cops even realized that they hadn't even mugged that lady. We're about to round everyone up, make signs and protest, go all out in front of the precinct when they let them go.
I didn't hear any of that. I was with Abuela helping her at the bank. You know, they fit the description. You know how that goes.
I served 13 and a half years in federal prison. I left behind 2 beautiful daughters. And after I was released from prison, I was sent to a halfway house. You know, and the terms for halfway house mean that you almost there, you halfway there. I didn't feel that. They was biased at the halfway house. Women was treated like shit, so to speak. Everything was pretty much catered to the men. So I decided that if I can ever get an opportunity to give back and help the women that's coming home behind me, that's what I wanted to do. And that is how the Sister of Support came about.
So I walked into the police station, Area 2 police station, in August of 1990. I had information that was given to me by the perpetrator of the crime. And of course, I was connected to the victim of the crime. So with that information, I said, I have to go to the police station. I went into the police station thinking, hey, my grandma said the truth, shall set you free. So I walked in there and I'm thinking, I'm just going to tell him what I know. It's a horrible thing, but this person had the nerve to come and tell me their part in this. And I want them to go to jail because this isn't right. And I get in there and I am in there from maybe 11 o'clock on one day to maybe 12, 1 o'clock the next day. They didn't feed me, tortured me, abused me, smacked me around, slammed me into walls, held my hand, made me sign a narrative, because I don't call them confessions. They wrote it out and made me sign it. And I kept saying, I'm not going to sign that because that's not true. So please, for anybody, I'm always going to say this. When somebody say that they were made to sign a confession, believe them. Believe them.
These clips only hint at the scope of intricate work contained within the Reaction exhibition, which also features written work, podcasts, visual art, and music. There's so much to take in and experience. Now here's Alyssa to tell us how to take what you find in the exhibition a step further.
The Envisioning Justice Activation Kit invites users to participate in the arts and humanities as essential practices in confronting the impacts of mass incarceration. Calling your legislators, protesting, and volunteering are important tools for social change. So is making art about injustice and learning about the historical events that brought us to this moment. So is facilitating a conversation that broadens people's perspectives. So is close reading and reflection. So too are the arts and humanities. And after visiting the Reaction exhibition, you too can put the arts and humanities into practice in the Activation Kit. This interactive tool offers over a dozen prompts from creators who are deeply invested in ending mass incarceration and who want you to do something. Each prompt asks you to build on your own knowledge and experience in unique ways and show us how you envision justice. The Activation Kit is also completely adaptable. It's designed to be used by individuals, in groups, and in classrooms, with family and friends, wherever people can come together and embrace learning by doing. Remember, Reaction is community built. When you complete a prompt, you'll be asked to document your action and share it on the website. Every contribution to the Activation Kit expands our collective understanding and imagination and creates new possibilities for a just future.
The artists and humanists whose work makes up the Reaction exhibition are confronting the carceral state from a variety of angles, from recidivism to extralegal torture, from wrongful convictions to reentry, and beyond. There's far too much content, far too much depth and nuance for us to share the full experience with you here in this program. But we hope these glimpses will entice you to visit envisioningjustice.org and explore for yourself.
Remember, once you've engaged with an installation in the Reaction exhibition, all you have to do to dive deeper is to click that Get Activated button to be taken directly to the prompt that will lead you through an exercise or activity related to the work you just experienced. And whether you visit the exhibition first or not, there are over a dozen different prompts in the Activation Kit for you to peruse. Use the filters on the Activation Kit landing page to select the best prompt for you. There are prompts that are great to do alone, prompts that are designed to be done in groups, and prompts that make ideal classroom activities. You might decide to bring your family or a small group of friends together to focus on one prompt that you find particularly compelling, or you might decide to challenge yourself and complete one prompt a week. You might be interested in a prompt that involves making a work of art, or one that encourages group discussion, or you might want to get mobilized to visit a relevant site and carry out an action there. There's no wrong place to start and no wrong way to respond. What's most important is that you share your insight, your perspective, and your own vision.
And once you've completed your prompt activity, document the results as instructed and upload the results to the site. The more responses we receive, the more vibrant our community portrait of justice, healing, and hope we co-create, and the better illustration we construct of the ways that the arts and humanities help us build a better future. If you're interested in using the Activation Kit as an educational tool, or want guidance on the best ways to use the kit in your community, please contact us at ejustice@ilhumanities.org and visit ilhumanities.org/grants to learn more about the microgrant opportunity to fund small group engagement with the kit.
Envisioning Justice Reaction was created by Illinois Humanities in partnership with Click Studios, a digital design and experience agency located in Chicago, with support from the Art for Justice Fund, a sponsored project of Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors, the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation's Safety and Justice Challenge, and the Polk Brothers Foundation. Enormous thanks goes out to all our partners and funders, as well as to our Illinois Humanities board and staff members, the brilliant artists and humanists whose work illuminates, motivates, and inspires us, and all of you whose experiences and reactions to the prompts on our site will help render outlines and blueprints for a better future in the ongoing struggle for justice.
Remember to follow us on social media at IL Humanities, and tune in for the Public Humanities Awards on Thursday, May 19th at noon, as we honor Nicole Bond, Lorenzo Savage, Sue Scott, and the Art for Justice Fund for their incredible contributions to the public humanities. And stay abreast of all that is happening with Envisioning Justice by signing up for the EJ Digest using the link in the chat, or by scrolling to the bottom of your screen on the reaction site at envisioningjustice.org. Thank you all for tuning in for this public launch of Envisioning Justice Reaction. We at Illinois Humanities cannot wait to see what you think and to see what you see. To see what you see.
All I know is all I know. All I know is I had nothing and now I'm about to blow. And I'm trying to let my people know that they can have it too. Parachute, follow God, get them right. You can do anything you put your mind to. Dog, we flying through. Yeah, you talking about the cities and the shackles breaking through. Yeah, they told me and they asked me how you thinking it can be. Well, if we didn't have no prisons, then my mind would really be free. Hey, listen up. Yeah, you can abolish like all of that. Told me to go to college, dog, and I did all of that. Told me like, who? You a really, really scholar, Jack. I got my diploma and they didn't even treat me scholar, Jack. Like scholarly reasons, like I ain't got a mind. Like I don't got no blood that bleed red like yours and mine. Like we ain't got kids like you. Like we don't wanna see our people make it. Like we ain't trying to see them prosper too. But shoot, I'm trying to tell these people we can do anything. Like if you get the shackles off your mind, it's like anything. If you fix your heart to be like flesh, you just anything. Like if you believe in you, then you can do anything. Like my city bout to bounce back like a trampoline. Like really, dog, you can do all things to Christ, I really mean. Like we can really rebuild, dog, on everything. The prison ain't the bars, it's your minds. We'll break it free. Change your mind. Yeah. Niggas a time when you gotta make a choice. Are you gonna choose to free yourself? Are you gonna free yourself? Are you gonna free yourself? This one for the comeback, yeah, gotta break that free. This one for the comeback, yeah, I'ma break it free. Daddy was around, but I turned it out okay. Mama almost died giving birth, but God made a way. And they tried to kill Jesus before he was born, he okay. He known everywhere, guess what? He had to break free. And yo, my people breaking free. Elevate our minds since we've been choosing free. Break these shackles, step in Kirk like we can free. Ain't no weapons that ain't prospering for me. Cash is elevating minds, we on for me. Building up my family, we got legacy. Trying to get some acres so that we can feast. Call me brother, tell the truth because I preach. Yeah, we trying to break free. Elevate our minds and yeah, we off the leash. Stomp my feet and hallelujah, yeah, preach. We tryna break free.
Yeah. Woo. All I want is free food. When we say food, we mean knowledge. All I want is free food. Education. Elevated. Yeah, we pay for checks. All I want is free food. Education. Elevation. Yeah, we pay for checks. All I want is free food. All I want is free food. All I want is free food, free food, free food.
My dad told me how to get the blue. I've been motivated since I learned to tie my shoe. Miss my dad, can't wait till he home soon. Gotta watch out for my brothers, teach them how to move. I'm a real homo king with an attitude. I'm a junior baby, this round two. And I'm about to hit my uncle with an alley hoop. DNA grade, God bless you too.
God bless you. God bless you. This one right here for my nephew. Motivated, gotta do something different. Painting pictures, dog, happen be a living. Everybody like it's a God given. Making moves, dog, it was all written. Grew up in the gym, got my show, my nephew something different. Got him rapping in the booth, we bout him moving something different. Told me daddy need a brick so we can build a building. So every time we come, we tryna go and feed the children. This a witness of how you see your fruits and labor work. So me, I gotta get it, motivation, go to work. They say this beat I'm on, my brain is go so crazy, that's berserk. Say I gotta murder everything, my nephew is a sir. Yeah, I gotta show him how to move now, cause his daddy in the James, so his uncle hold it there. And we gotta do our thing, yeah, this king, he got a crown. You gotta buffer it, cause it's shining all now. Cause God got my body and I know and that's for sure. Hey, planting on the CB, water it and watch it grow. Watch my nephew, dog, he bout to break a shell though. Yeah, purpose is evolving and you bout to see it blow. Said he wanna box, say he bout to rap too. Said he got a vision, I'm about to help him get it. Ooh, daddy got a vision too and he about to make the move. Uncle in the booth and yo, he bout to make it foolproof. Woo, woo, woo. Breaking walls bars down, homie, so you seeing that. Yeah, we doing different, you ain't seeing that. What you see is God in the living, Jack. Give it all to God, he'll show you how to move it, Jack. Yeah, it's real life. New visions, new missions, we own it. Yeah.
Can we go back? Back to where we can we go back?
They always talk about the person serving time.
Back to where we
What about their children? What about little Diana? Her daddy ain't even do nothing.
Can we go back?
Diana. This one for Diana.
Can we go back?
Diana. Imagine riding in the car with your daddy on your way to school, and you really happy. Daily affirmations, and you started out with prayers. Daddy say pay attention, turn on, listen to ears. Last time seeing daddy when he went to fight the case, the judge got mad, you can see it in his face. And then he looked at the judge, say, I know you wanna. I'm trying to keep it going, yo, I really couldn't buy you. It said it's something crazy when you thinking you can fight. The feds come in and put the handcuffs on tight. And then the night, you don't even get night prayers. Instead of that, you ended up with nightmares. Man, you miss your daddy. Hey, you gon' get your daddy back. Yeah, you gon' get your daddy back, Diana. Hey. This is a song for little Diana. Hey. The woman in the mirror looking at reflection of that little girl that was hurt, that was broke by the system, cause they took the daddy by mistaking him for some other. Woo, conspiracy be troubling. I feel the pain and rumbling in my guts, but it's okay. Diana, put your crown on. You bout to sound alarm and you bring your dad home. And it's amazing just to see this woman sing a song. You fight for justice and you really brought justice on. So put your heart into your dreams, trust God with everything, and you gon' bring your dad home. Hey, morning affirmations, hey, prayers and vocations. Hey, I wanna go back in rotation. With my daddy, no more hating. Can we go back? Little Diana, yeah, I know you really wanna go back. This was for the little girl and that grown woman that really miss her daddy. She just really want her daddy. This one for that little girl and that grown woman fighting every day for her dreams. And she doing big things. Hey, this for little Diana. I know, it's okay, Diana. I understand how things, going right now, and it's alright. You got that fight in you. Look how much you accomplished. Nobody ever knew this was happening to you in middle school. Like your daddy, like really was a lawyer, and he went and was fighting for activism, and a large corporation that went bad with the government decided to tie him up with charges of conspiracy, and he missed almost all your life. But then you became a lawyer and you fought for his freedom. You used your brains to the best ability ever. And you really broke free from all the bars and gates and the restraints of everything. And what you did was you just copied the good qualities of your dad. You pasted them to your dreams. And you deleted the attributes of whatever they thought he was. And you got your daddy freedom. And now you fighting for justice. And now little Diana is Judge Diana. Can we go back?
Can we go back?
I promise you that you'll never meet another person as mentally and tough as you.
You can do anything. Yeah. Imagine I just sit here and think about more penitentiary. All the ways we could have been using our talents, and this could have never happened. Yeah. Whoa. remember us sitting in the room and just like writing all our favorite words down, trying to make songs, and you like, rap, bro. And I'm like, I got this. And then you used to be like, bro, just, man, can you draw me a picture? And now your bro painting for you. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, bro. Yeah. So I got sitting thinking like, dang, my brother locked up. Got me switched up in my mind, my time is locked up. Wish it never couldn't handle why he locked up. Yeah, grew up, his daddy wasn't around, dog, cause he was locked up. We gotta break this cycle now, homie. I gotta hold my brother down, homie. We never laughing, ain't no clowns, homie. Yeah, I seen the circle around them, now they all some clowns, homie, acting phony. And now I really understand the game. That's why I'm rapping for my heart, I'm putting out this pain. I said we got an umbrella, ain't no whole rain, God, cause you can't do that, home. Hey, you gon' be back home. I got your son's day gone. I'm trying to show him something new, yeah, we gon' build this throne. I guarantee when you come home, we ain't no worry about no street stuff, bro. Cause we gon' change and yeah, we on escrow. I'm talking real bank rolls. I'm talking about the ones that's knots in your pocket. I'm talking them knocks up in your bank account, you know that's real rocks. I'm talking gold blocks, yeah, assets and all that. And they been mad cause we tryna kill and all that. Imagine if our daddy never went to jail. Imagine if you never had to set a yell. Imagine if I never had to do the things that I did. But them niggas switching up, that's COINTEL. The truth is, I just want you to sit there. Imagine if you never had a jail cell. Imagine if you never had to sell, yeah. Imagine if you had everything you needed, brother. Imagine if your daddy was free and he could hug you. Imagine if your uncle never had to jam too. Imagine if your brother never showed you how to move. Imagine if I never had to make the choices cause my mama worked and daddy was around. But shoot, it was on purpose, so it's worth it. Imagine switching us. Imagine building up. Imagine changing us, doing something different for our children, yeah, bruh. Hey, yo, you still great. Hey, yo, you still great. Hey, yo, you still great. Hey, we gon' elevate. Imagine, if only you could imagine.
I think about this whole world. Oh, missing that girl. Her life been sunshine. Hide my sorrow. So I wait for the call.
Yeah, guess machine.
And I got tomorrow.
Machine is my mind. Hey. Come from some really cool people. You do too. Shake that up. Man, I come from royalty. People really young king. Jazz told a pimp like, now I'm rockin' for the king. Yeah, they say the holy one. And he got me through some things. Yeah, I had the money, man. Hey, now it's God over everything. What you tryna live for? Ain't you tired of running in a circle? You say you always chasing bag, homie. Where the money don't add up. Is your time really worth the dollar? Is your dollar really worth your time? You gotta read between all the lines. You know your worth before you spend your time. Are you living for your kids? Are you living for your wife? Are you living for yourself, homie? Are you thinking legacy? Are you thinking money? You can make a money, you can bag, homie. Everybody thinking right now. I've been thinking about tomorrow, though. Your time is God's just out of moment. But sometimes I be looking at jazz and jazz be like, I don't really wanna follow that. I got my own back. And yeah, I'm from the trap. And ain't nobody tell me how to get it, how to scrap. And you can tell how I kept this way up on my back. Survival mode, homie, yeah, always on attack. Ready to get it. Any needs necessary. Wanna choose, right? But sometimes I'm wrong. I've been learning how to get along, just go. Overthinking it be ending in the same result. And then I know it's like a chance, it's a learn, yo. Yeah. It's a learn, it's a learn, and you gon' choose, though. Before you lose, though. Real life. You gon' have to really make a choice to better yourself, man. Because time is like really, really ticking. And it's this war where it's you versus the machine, and the machine is your mind. Like, think about it. Sometimes you actually have conversations in your mind with people you haven't even talked to yet about circumstances. Premeditated madness that you create in your mind. And that's the war against you versus the machine. It's just me against my thoughts. You against your thoughts. And sometimes that creates a gate to run our mind, a gate of limitation.